I've been streaming for a little bit over a year now, and I often hear a lot of questions about what equipment to use for streaming, or even what software to use for streaming in general. And while this isn't a video about equipment or anything like that, this is still a video about how to use Restream.io for streaming to multiple platforms at once. And I think that a lot of you who would like to cover as much ground as possible will like this quite a bit. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Restream.io is the service for streaming to multiple platforms at the same time, from just one place. In other words, you've got Restream.io as a main platform where you would begin the stream, and you would set everything up on there just as you would on any other client. And once you hit the live button, you will instantly go live on every platform that you've got listed, and you've actually got quite a lot to choose from here. Now, it does sound a lot easier than a lot of you might think it is, but there is no need to be concerned at all because using Restream is insanely simple. In fact, it's much easier than using the platforms that you're using to stream right now because everything that you need is already in just one place. So here's how to go ahead and use it. Now right now, I'm just going to show you how to actually go about it, and to be able to set up Restream.io for yourself, it is actually going to be a very simple process, and I'm going to walk you through that right now. So let's go ahead and transition to the live stream as per usual. So now that we're here, now we're going to be in the Restream.io dashboard, and this is where you're going to land right after making an account essentially. So right here is where you would go ahead and add any channels that you would like to stream to. So for instance, over here I've actually got YouTube at Tech Summit, and I have Twitch at Tech Summit. Now I usually stream on Twitch, but I have been thinking about streaming on YouTube as well, which is why I decided to go with YouTube here as well. I might as well, since I already have both platforms set up. So with that said, if I wanted to add any new channels, I would just go ahead and click on add channel. I would pick whatever platform I would like to stream from. So let's say that once more, I would like to just be able to include YouTube. So then from here, I can actually just go ahead and either connect my YouTube directly as so, or just set it up manually. So if I wanted to connect manually, I would just go ahead and choose the servers. In this case, it would just be the primary YouTube server, and then I would enter the stream URL and then the stream key right here. So now every single platform is going to have its own stream key. However, the easiest way of doing this, as a matter of fact, is going to be by just going back. When you return to your dashboard over here, you would just click on add channel again, and then you would choose your platform, let's say YouTube again, then you would just click on connect YouTube, and then it's going to open up a new tab over here, and you would just select which one and which account you would like to go for, and then you can just click over here, and then you would choose YouTube for whatever account that ends up being. And then once you click on that, you should end up all the way back over here where we landed at first, which should be with the list of every single platform. And now these things over here, these little sliders over here, are essentially to enable and disable which platforms you're going to be streaming to. So let's say that you want to use Restream to only stream to a couple of platforms that you have access to, but not necessarily all of them, then that would be super easy to do. All that you have to do is simply get to that slider, and then you won't be streaming to that platform anymore if you don't want to. However, if you do want to stream to all of them, you could just go ahead and enable them one by one, or what you could do is just turn all of them off or turn all of them on with the toggle switch right up here. However, this isn't the only thing that it's got to offer here, and you can actually customize the titles over here of each one, and you can just click on update titles. Now, this is going to change it for pretty much all of them, and then what would happen after doing so, for instance, let's just say this is my Restream.io stream. You could just do that. For your description, you can add this will be a fun one, and then you could actually just toggle a switch to say whether or not it is gaming content or not. And since we do tend to do gaming streams, then you would just toggle that up, and then you can enter what game it is. And in this case, since I do play a lot of Final Fantasy XIV, let's just go ahead and enter that. So that's going to be Final Fantasy XIV Online, and then you would click on Update All, and it would change it for every single platform that you've got. And this is a wonderful tool for making sure that your stream all across the board is going to be consistent, because consistent titles are going to be very important here. And now the most important thing here, in my opinion, is actually going to be this little tab over on this side where it says ready to go live. Well, you can just go ahead and click on the live studio over here and enter live studio, and this is where you would make the vast majority of your changes. And now you're going to have things over here like which layout you would like to go for, and in this case, like you've got the cover and you got that half screen and you got like the picture-in-picture and things like that. However, on the bottom here, you're going to find some pretty familiar tools, and these are going to be quite useful. Things like just muting your microphone, turning off your camera, and things like that. Sharing your screen if you wanted to as well. So you could just do that too. And you can invite a guest even, which is super simple. Play a local video if you wanted to. And my favorite one is always going to be the settings menu, because I like tinkering with my stuff. And then over here, I can actually just go ahead and choose which camera I would like to use for streaming, and I do actually have a couple over here. I can even choose the resolution at which I want to stream at. Right now, the highest that I can do is 720p at 30, at the very least with my current camera. And then for the audio, I'm going to be using chat mic, which is this microphone in particular that is connected to my Go XLR. And then for the output, I'm also going to be using my Go XLR, which is what my headphones are connected to. And then if I go ahead and click on advanced settings, it's going to show me even more settings here, like some stuff to help out with the audio, such as echo cancellation and noise suppression, stereo audio input, and you can even adjust the resolution of the live stream, which in this case, you can actually go ahead and bump that up to 1080p 30, since my camera can most certainly handle that. And then you're going to notice that difference right off the bat. And then over on this side, this is where your chat is going to be, and this is where you're going to see the messages from all of the platforms that you're streaming to at the same time. And this is going to be pretty darn cool if I do say so myself. And you've got a couple of other options as well on the side, and you can even enter your own messages if you want to. And then on the side, you've actually got captions over here in case you want to change what your captions are going to look like if you want any. And then over here on your graphics, you got a variety of different options. You can even import your own overlay if you wanted to. And if you wanted to, then you can just go ahead and use an overlay that they already have for you, which is going to be right here. And this is just like a default overlay. If this is the one that you wanted to use, perfectly fine. However, you can always upload your own if you wanted to. And once you've uploaded your own, which I already have over on this side, you can just go ahead and click on it, and then it's going to look a lot like this. And essentially, you can always use your own overlay if you wanted to, which is always super cool to actually have that ability. So you can always have a theme for yourself if you wanted it. And you can even have some videos over here, like if you wanted to play any of these, which I just did. You can actually just like have these up in case you want to have like a waiting screen or something like that. Or you can even just add yourself like a background, for instance, to take care of that empty space around you so that it's not just black around there. And I think that it is actually pretty cool. However, you can always just upload your own if you wanted to. And the same thing with the waiting video or like the waiting screen. Even though you can use this for whatever you want, you can upload your own media right over here, which is pretty nice. And you can even upload a logo if you wanted to as well. So I just love how customizable all of this is, and it's all just so easy and simple to digest. Like, this is going to be a great platform for streaming moving forward, no doubt. And then lastly, for the last tab, you're going to have to set up. And then over here is where you would pretty much choose which platforms you would like to stream to. Now, this is all going to be completely optional, completely up to you. However, since I would like to stream to both of these platforms here, YouTube and Twitch, then I'm going to leave both of those enabled. You can actually go ahead and adjust the title for them here and the description for them here, and you can update them for every single platform. And that is essentially how this platform is used overall. And I think that Restream.io is and has been an incredible tool for live streaming. This is definitely going to come in handy moving forward. I absolutely really love it, but let's go ahead and move on with the video itself. And so now that you've learned everything about how to start using it, how does the software actually perform? How well does it handle streaming to multiple platforms at once? The answer is incredibly well, and you're gonna start to see that the moment that you go live. It does a surprisingly good job, but one of my favorite things about the service is how chat management is handled here. So one of my biggest concerns going into this is just how would you be able to manage all of these chats happening all at the same time, especially when it comes to two different platforms? Well, the answer is actually pretty simple, and that's because Restream combines those chats going on from all of those platforms that you're streaming to, and it shows them off on one screen. This is so that you can go ahead and just read through and catch up with everybody that way all at the same time. And just make sure that you mention people's usernames when you respond to them so that they know who you're talking to. And I think that this is really cool and should make handling chat on all platforms a much easier experience. And now that I showed you how to set everything up for live stream through Restream.io, why stop there? I'm going to be streaming tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time using Restream.io so that you can get a good idea of what it would look like or what it would feel like to stream with this platform. And in this case, it's going to be both to Twitch and YouTube at the same time. and I very much hope to catch you over there. So just pick your preferred platform, and well, let's catch up. I'll be doing a live stream on how to set up everything, and I'd be happy to answer any of your questions over there. Also sponsored by Restream.io. And so thanks again to Restream for sponsoring this video, and I'll be seeing you all over there tonight. Enjoy.